beautiful family, how are you all doing? Thank you for the maximum love and the support. So my beautiful people, my wonderful family, today I have a quick one to share with you. Wonders they normally say shall never end. See, this is Progress the Analyst, and here I keep you updated. I bring all the latest happening to you, and I tell you the way it should be. Yes, so I say the truth here, nothing but the truth. I analyze all videos and point out the truth. Either you like it or yes, you have to accept. So if you want to be enjoying all these updates, you just need to smash on that button that says subscribe, and when you subscribe, make sure you turn on the bell icon. Meanwhile, you can as well support this channel by joining our membership. Yes, so join our membership so that you can have all access to me. Any question you want to ask, you are very free to do that. So without not wasting much time, let us dive into the reason why we are here. You know that we are here today because of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We are rooting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in a bigger way, in a big time. Yes, so you can see that a lot of people support Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. A lot of people are talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Not because of any other thing, but because of the love and what is happening right now. If you notice the cry of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and what he was crying for, you will have every reason to say they should free him. See what is happening right now all over Nigeria. A lot of things is happening. Now, a lot of people said Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is working with the federal government of Nigeria, or Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was once a Nigeria agent. Now, before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu accepts this throne of being the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, he have a life. He was living a particular life. What is that life? He believes in one Nigeria. Yes, he believes in one Nigeria. He talks about one Nigeria. A lot of people will tell me, oh, don't tell me that our leader is talking about one Nigeria. Yes, I will say that. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu believe in one Nigeria. Hence, watch this video.
My name is Nnamdi Kanu. The reason why we're here today is to protest the killing of innocent women and children and men all over Nigeria, especially in the northern part of Nigeria. We are not happy. We are not pleased with what is happening, and that is why we're here today. As you can see, there are a lot of Nigerians who are protesting about the killing of families, people who are determined to tear the country apart violently, and it is not something that we support. It is not something that we would like to see continue, and we are here today to send a clear message to the Nigerian government through the High Commissioner that what is happening in the country is unacceptable and we cannot accept it. If that continues, it will lead to the violent situation of the country. There will be no more Nigeria for anyone to go to. There will be no Nigeria for anyone to refer to. In fact, what is happening in Somalia today will be like a tea party. So we cannot allow this nonsense to continue. Something has to be done. And the consequences of the actions of terrorism in Nigeria must be driven home to the people, so that even the terrorists themselves will be able to understand that there is no mandate in their government. The only thing they can accomplish is the breakup of Nigeria. If they think that they can cower people, if they think they can force people to be coerced into a religion which is not theirs, then they are clearly mistaken. We are asking for peace. We are asking for people to get together. We are asking for everybody who loves Nigeria, who is associated with that country, to please prevail upon terrorism in Nigeria so we can bring it to an end. That is why a multitude of Nigerians are gathered here today. Those of us in the UK are determined to work with the government for peace. We are determined to work with the international community for peace. But one thing we cannot stomach is a repeat of 1966. What is happening today in Nigeria was the reason why Nigeria fought a bitter civil war for 3 years between 1967 and 1970. If this continues, there will be another civil war in Nigeria. And this time around, no place will be safe in Nigeria. This time around, nobody will be safe in Nigeria. So it is imperative that everybody who has the interest of the country at heart acts now and immediately to stop this nonsense from continuing.
Now, what did you see? You will notice that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was once an advocate for Nigeria. He speaks for Nigeria. He speaks against what is happening, the killing, so that you to know that this thing not be today, it don't take. So I want to carry you along step by step what happened today in court and how the brokers that he made before now use against him in the courts. But anyways, we know that justice is going to be served and everything is going to be all right. In fact, Nigeria need to feel all right. Everybody last go do all right. Now let us go. When the video was played, they asked, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, I am the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu talks about him being granted bail in 2017 and how the military invaded his house to unalive him, unalive more than 28 persons. Interviewer asked about his brokers. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said he cannot recall which of the brokers are you talking specifically. Now, The video continued to play and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu still speaking. There was obviously no need of coming to my house to unalive people that did nothing. Talking about the protest in Lagos, the interviewer asked why IPOB was protesting. The protest took place in Lagos, which is not Biafra territory. They agree that these protests for MNK'S took place in Lagos and not in Biafra territory. See, I'm not the one putting this Biafra territory. This is what they said. Now, so it cannot be attributed to any Biafran. Now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu continued. You keep asking me questions about MNK'S. Why don't you ask me about IPOB in 2015 to 2016? What happened? Why don't you ask me about that? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu continued. We are Republican in nation. So, you can't control 100% activities of everything. Now, the video continued to play. And the interviewer said, but you are aware, IPOB members attack security personnel. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, not at all. I completely disagree with you and reject that statement. Not at all. I continue disagree with you and reject that statement. I run a non-violent organization. Interviewer asked, but your instructions lead to jail, break, and others' vices. What's your reaction to that? They said the brokers of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made the people to go and break jail and do a lot of things. They said, what is your reaction to that? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, we are not violent people. Interviewer said, when were you arrested? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, I was not arrested. I was kidnapped. I was not arrested. I was kidnapped. And the interviewer said, what's your relationship with MNK'S? What's your relationship with Eastern Security Network? Everywhere. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, Eastern Security Network is a vigilance group that is everywhere. He said Eastern Security Network is a vigilant group that is everywhere. Interviewers asked, you established Eastern Security Network? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, yes, to protect our people and our farmland. You can see how he's asking the question, jeté by jeté. Let us continue. And the video keep on playing, and the interviewer asked, what's the difference between Eastern Security Network and other vigilante group? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, I can't say. Mine is to make sure our land is secured. The governors have failed us. The governor has failed us. The governors have failed us. And we need to protect our land. The interviewer said, how many people are in Eastern Security Network? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, I can't recall. And they continue asking him questions. And the interviewer said, ask about the May 30th sit at home. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu then cracked a light joke and they all laugh it off. They insisted they want to know why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu asked people not to go out on May 30th. Hey, of which this thing now, it don't linger to this moment. May 30th, they observe it like normal business. Now the interviewer continued. Let us in on your background, education, and career. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I am from Abia State. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu interrupted. After you left Nigeria, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, no point of correction, I saved my life. The interviewer asked, after you left Nigeria, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu interrupted and said, no point of correction, but I saved my life. And the interviewer said, so where do you go? What have you been doing there? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, it is my business, not yours. It is my business. And the interviewer said, what's the work of Eastern Security Network? What is the work of Eastern Security Network? And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they are in the bush, protects our lands and people. And they ask him, but what is their job? What are they doing? What is really their job? Apart from what is really their job? See question. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, as earlier stated, they are there to protect our mothers as they go to the farm. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's counsel refused him signing that statement. They refused Mazi Nnamdi Kanu signing that statement that he said they are in the bush to protect their land or their parents or their mothers when they go to the farm. Now the thing linger on. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu founded Radio Biafra, a platform which he used to make inciting statements. It also discovered that the radio is not registered under any broadcasting body in Nigeria. Via his broadcast, he enforced sit at home in Southeast. Via his broadcast, we established several policemen were unalive. A name was mentioned. I was not aware that that person is unalive. The Lagos High Court, police stations, Mortala Mohammed Airport were burnt down due to your broadcast in 2020. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, why the prosecution team insists on accelerated hearing the cross-examination of the witness today. The defense team wants the cross-examination to happen on Wednesday so they can gather information and be well prepared. The chief judge also is of the opinion that accelerated hearing be enforced. Agabi Sam pointed at the need for information gathering before cross-examination of the witness. Hence, tomorrow Friday won't be possible. You know, they said they want to adjourn the case to tomorrow for the acceleration hearing. And Agabi said, no, they need more time to work, to make other information, to get concrete information before on Friday, before the cross-examination hearing. And the court was adjourned to 14th, 21st, and 22nd of May 2025. So, my beautiful family, this is all that happened in the court. Meanwhile, the court is roaming about trying to use the past broadcast of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu against him that inside the people. If you notice, the same thing is still applicable to Simon Ekpa today. They said is inciting the public. If you see what is happening right now, you're going to say, they're not they tell the person, they don't tell person to do what he wants to do. Everybody are now running for their lives because of what is happening in southeastern part of Nigeria, or what is happening all over Nigeria, not in one particular place this time around, all over Nigeria. I uploaded a video whereby Catholic priests, clergymen, they are protesting very, very hard against the killings that is happening. What will you say to that? Anyways, I, Progress the Analyst, I've come here to update you everything that has happened for the past 3 days of the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that is 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th, or the 6th, 7th, and 8th. So, my beautiful family, in fact, a lot is going on, and we still want to use this video to appreciate the family of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Hey, if you not get body, not put body. If you notice what is happening right now, even the Radio Biafra that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu established under his leadership to Shika Dezim say now they're supposed to be blow on, say this is the reason why we were established or we were broadcasting, but no, everything don't pipe low. It's just like it's not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the family. The family of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that they once said they don't belong to IPOB. Hence, they can't carry out any duty. But now they stand gidigba right now as I'm talking to you to make sure Mazi Nnamdi Kanu get the justice that he deserves. I know that a lot of people all over the world come out to stand for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, come out to do one thing or the other, to lend their voice, to speak. But the family of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, if they're not there, if for hard, how will you feel when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu enter the court every day and he starts seeing his siblings, I think it gave him joy and energy. And also to everyone who have been meeting up with the court update, going to the court, talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, making sure he's released, his lawyers, the legal team, barrister lawyer Jimako, he has done so well. In fact, we can't even wait for the end of this issue so that everything will be fine again. So I still remain your one and only Progress the analyst, and I will keep updating you on all the latest happening. Thank you so much, and bye for now.